What's going on, my fellow dongs, and welcome to another tier list video. Today we're going to be ranking the Mario Kart 64 tracks. This will only count the tracks. I'm not going to be counting, well, since the battle courses are on the list, I know I didn't do it for SNES because I never played them, so I'll do it for this game, why not? So here we go. I'm going to go in order by the list, or I could just go in order, or it doesn't matter. Let's just go in order from the list below. First up we have is Banzi Boardwalk. I'm going to put this at B tier. Not a lot of people talk about this track, but this is a very cool track. It's a dark area where you go through a little mansion and like a little room. I don't know what that thing is called, but it's a very interesting track, honestly. Not one of the... I guess I can see why people never really talk about this one either. We'll save the battle courses for last. Next up we have is Bowser's Castle from the N64... Bowser's Castle. We're playing this. This is S tier, easy S tier. This is the best Bowser's Castle, and probably one of the hardest out of all the games. And I can see why. It's because it's so unique. A lot of hazards that are probably way more balanced. It feels like what a Bowser's Castle should be. It is Mario Kart 64 after all. Next up we have is Choco Island. This is a classic I loved as a kid, so I'm going to put this at A tier. The way it looks and plays, it's just so unique. Brings back great memories. I really love this track. So yeah, no questions asked. Let's move on. Next up we have is DK Jungle Ruins. Jungle Parkway. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. I'm going to put this at A tier. I really like this track. I know a lot of people don't. For multiple, but this is one of the most cool tracks for a Donkey Kong track, honestly. One of my favorites, actually, and I really wish this got brought back again. This is such a cool track. Next up we have is Luigi Raceway. This is going in C tier. I feel like a lot of basic tracks that, like, every first track in Mushroom Cup has, like, a basic kind of track, but this is definitely, like... Although this is the second Mario Kart game, I kind of understand, but most of it, even the Mario Kart 7, it just looked way too lazy, so I don't know. Not a big fan of this one for the basic tracks. Next up we have is Snowland. I forgot what this one's called I forgot what the word, Snowland, or whatever this one's called. I'm putting this at B tier. This is a nice classic track. The DS version is cool. One of my favorites. I know a lot of people don't talk about this one, so yeah. Next up we have is Toad's Turnpike. This is going in D tier. This always... Back in the days I played Mario Kart 64, I really had a lot of trouble with the game, and I think it was because of Toad's Turnpike. So, yeah, I'm not a big fan of this track at all, in my opinion. Next up we have is Sherbert Land. Decently snow track. I'll put this at C tier. Not a very fun one, honestly, but it's a really cool one. I never had I never personally liked this one, honestly. Maybe it's just I play in the Wii, I guess. Maybe that's why. I don't know. The ice tracks are really... I know a lot of people complain about the ice tracks. And next up we have is Yoshi Valley D tier. Not a big fan of this track. I hate it. The only reason why I feel like this is the worst one, like, for me, because, like, when you're racing, you don't know what place you are, and that's what makes it more it makes it more interesting for a lot of fans, but to me, this is why this track has always been bad. At least the remake is actually better, so yeah. Next up we have is Calamari Deserts. This is an easy S tier. A really great track. This is such a great track. Oh, I love it so much. I don't need to go too much detail into this one. It's a train, come on. And next up we have is Koopa Beach. This is also an S tier. A nice beach track. Beach tracks are usually pretty nice anyway. And next up we have is Mario Raceway. This is going in C tier. I know a lot of nostalgia for this one, but I don't know. Something about this one something about it is just not, it's just meh most of the time. Next up we have is this Moo Moo Meadows or something like that? This is going in D tier. This track is way too short, and it's not even that much, honestly. There's just moles and just a little short track. It's one of the shortest tracks in the game with not that many hazards, so I'm not a big fan of this track, honestly. At least the other Moo Moo Meadows is okay, but this one's just too short. And next we have is Rainbow Road, A tier. Easy. Nintendo always tries to make the Rainbow Road so charming. This one, I don't know. This is one of the longest tracks in the game, so I put it at A tier just because of that, but this is definitely one of the best Rainbow Roads, so yeah. And next up we have is Royal Raceway. This is a B tier. I always like this track. I really wish, like, I love the parts where you can go inside Peach's castle and drive in there. It's always been fun. I love to do those things. It brings me back so many memories. I want to play that game again so badly. And the last normal track, which is the only one that has never been brought back in this game, and this is the only Mario Kart track that's never been brought back. Wario Stadium. F tier. I can see why. This track is too huge. There's not much happening. There's a lot of bumps that makes this interesting, but no enemies around. You can fall off a big pit and get dead last. That's it. Nothing much happening in this track. I'm happy that Nintendo's brought back all these but one. Maybe I can see them bringing back this track and at least doing something with it, but I don't think they will, unfortunately. And now we have is the battle courses, starting off with Big Donuts. This is a very, don't put this at B tier. This is a very weird track though, but it's also pretty fun. So, yeah, I think all these battle tracks are usually fun. And next up we have is Block Forts, I think, or whatever this one is. Might sound ridiculous. I'm putting this at A tier. It's a decently big track. So yeah. Next up is this is, I forgot what this one's called, but this is going in C tier. This track is way too huge. Playing this with 2 players or 3 makes this too overwhelming. I don't know. Something about this is not that fun. So yeah. Next up is in the last battle track, Skyscraper. I'll put this at A tier. This is fun. I feel like I'll put this at B tier. I feel like the Wii version is definitely the best, in my opinion, because it's way more fun. So yeah. But yeah, that's gonna be it. That's it for the Mario Kart 64 tracks. I would like to do this for the other Mario Kart games. I will do this for future Mario Kart games, so stay tuned for that. If you like these a lot, I'm gonna be doing more of these in the future because I'm liking these tier list videos I'm doing, making these because I know a lot of people probably don't make these. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time for more. Later, folks.